apologise for the dark lighting. I'm just sat in my room and it's really late, but still I saw a tag done by, get this right, the little cosmic crow, and I really actually enjoyed her answers to the questions, and I thought the questions were really good. The tag I'm going to be doing is called 11 Paranormal Questions. Okay, let's go. Let's have a look at these questions. Okay, question 1 is, do you believe in aliens? Of course I believe in aliens. I think it would be really arrogant to think otherwise. There's definitely aliens, guys, so sorry to break it to you. Question 2 is, do you recall a past life? No, I don't personally recall a past life. I had a psychic reading once a couple years ago, and she told me that I'm a very old soul, and in fact I'm the oldest soul she'd ever met. You know, I was like, really? Because I guess I kind of feel that. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat in the background in the litter tray, but it is what it is. She said that a past life of mine came to her, which was a witch, which is funny because I'm pretty much on the similar path now. But she said back then I was really well known, that I specialised in healing with like herbs and stuff, so that was interesting, and that again, it wasn't one that I recall, but that's something. You're welcome. Question 3 is, do you believe in mermaids? To be honest, can I just be honest? I don't actually spend that much time thinking about mermaids, and that's crazy, I know, with, you know, the unicorn and mermaid frenzy going on over the last few years. But yeah, like, I don't think I really believe in mermaids, to be honest. I believe in mermaids, something like some type of mermaid does exist on some dimension. I just don't think they're here in the 3rd dimension with us. So I think like maybe people could see them if they're able, which, you know, many people these days, you know, they're able to get into 5th dimension. So 5th dimensional consciousness, I'm pretty sure you probably could see a mermaid. So I believe they exist, just not in the 3rd dimension, the 3rd or 2nd dimension, which I feel like this is the consciousness most people are in. So in that case, no, I don't believe. And then I think I'm going to have the same answer for question 4, because question 4 is, do you believe in Bigfoot? And it's exactly the same with the mermaids, not in 2nd and 3rd dimensional consciousness. I just believe for sure there's a high possibility in other dimensions, like why the hell not? Question 5 is, do you believe in ghosts? Of course. I definitely believe in ghosts. But question 10 is, have you ever had any paranormal experiences? So I think that I will just leave my little ghost story until then. Yeah, but yeah, I believe in ghosts because I've had an evident experience when I was younger, like when I was 15, 16. So definitely old enough to know that I was 100% experiencing something not of this world. I don't know. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question 6 is, do you believe in vampires? I guess similar with what Cosmic Crow said. She said like there's people who live a vampire lifestyle, and yeah, totally, I've seen clips about that. I've not chose to go too into watching stuff like that because it weirds me out and stuff, but each to their own. But yeah, some people want to drink blood, but I don't actually believe that there are vampires that suck blood through their teeth, and that they're scared of garlic and the sun and wooden knives, is it? Yeah, I'm not even thinking they're on another dimension either. I just don't really think that's a real thing, so no. Question 7 is, have you ever astral travelled that you remember? And no, I wish. I really, really, really wish. And one day I'll be able to say yes, I'm sure. Because, you know, I'm trying to manifest more spiritual experiences like this because I'm down for it, you know? And I'd love to fly and stuff and like really feel it and remember it, but no. I just sadly mostly get nightmares or nothing, so yay for me. And then the next question is number 8. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? Am I saying that right? Paralysis? Oh, I hate that word. Gross. No. No, I've never had it. I never ever want to have it. You know, it's all good, you guys. I don't need to experience that. I've heard enough horror stories about it that I really don't wish to experience it, but you know, that's a weird one, and yeah, no. Okay, number 9 is, do you have any of the 8 psychic clairs? Okay. Yeah, so clairaudience, very briefly, very rarely that happened. Then I would say I'm definitely not clair seeing or whatever that is. And I'm glad. I don't really want to see spirit and stuff. In my visions, I would like to see more. So, I mean, like, when I'm meditating, I'd love to see more. I'd freaking love to see more when I meditate. It's like, it's so brief, the insight I get visually. So I've had, when I really focus, very rarely I can get a visual and it will last like a split of a second. I will get a lot from that visual, most of the time. If I know, it's hard to figure out the visuals because it's often like symbolism. Like once I got like this a photo of a white rose. It was like a vintage photo. It was just so strange. And like for days I guess it did make me go study roses, and I went and found out so much about roses. And here's a fun fact. Did you know that roses are the highest vibrational flower that there is? So is something like over 300 hertz. The rose vibrates at over 300 hertz naturally. And then the second highest vibrational flower is the lavender flower, which is something like 180 hertz. So that's a massive difference, right? You've gone from 180 to over 300. How powerful are roses? Like, it makes so much sense why most people's favourite flower is roses, why people are so drawn to roses, why everyone freaking loves roses. Naturally, my strongest one is clear empathy, which is clear emotional feeling. So I definitely get a lot of messages through my emotions, through my feelings, and especially of the people around me. It's really intense actually, and that one is definitely my strongest. And then the other one I had very rarely is the clairaudience, which is the clear hearing of spirit. And what the other one that I have quite strong, but I definitely want to develop further, is the claircognizance, which is clear knowing, and that's definitely something that I enjoy working with and I want to develop, whereas the clairaudience I'm not interested in developing because I just don't enjoy it. It feels too invasive. And that's all the ones that I've had experience with, and which is question 10, and that is, have you ever had a paranormal experience? And yes, I have. When I was about 15 or 16, I was at my friend's house and we came upstairs with our cups of tea. Her dog started to act really weird, like he was acting like he was trapped in the corner by the toilet, but he wasn't. We was like trying to show him, look, it's clear, you can come, stop crying, but he wouldn't listen. So we were just like, okay, it's weird, let's just go back, have our cups of tea. We put the cups of tea on the side, we sat on the bed, we was chatting or whatever, and just suddenly out of nowhere the tea cup just went off, flying across the room, as if, you know, like someone had like angrily like knocked it onto the floor, went everywhere. And straight after that, on the other side of the room, there was a bookshelf, and all the books of one of the shelves just came down, as if someone had just run their arm along the backs of the books and just thrown them on the floor, because the shelf hadn't moved, the shelf was still straight, the shelf hadn't fallen, just the books had come flying off. So it just went cup, books. Then we was really scared and freaked out until her older brother came home, and yeah, that was the most intense ghost experience I've ever had. And yeah, I hope I don't have another one like that. I would hate that. So the last question, we made it, is number 11, and that is, have you ever been abducted or contacted by aliens? Forgot this one. I don't really want to be. The thing is I believe that the aliens, they are the same as us in the sense of when they die, they're gonna just be a soul, the same like us, that goes back to source. And just like us, they might have had past lives as humans, past lives as different aliens, just as we probably have past lives as humans and past lives as different aliens, depending on how old we are on the soul level. But yeah, like really, I'm kind of coming around to this new way of seeing things. Really, there's nothing to be scared of, is there? Because it's like we're here for the human experience. And you know, if you was to get contacted by an alien, then that's a part of your human experience, and that's another soul who you're working with in this life. No, number 11. Have you ever been abducted or contacted by aliens? No, I haven't yet. And like, I guess if I was to see aliens or be contacted by aliens, the only thing I wouldn't want is for me to be alone. And the reason that I wouldn't want that is, yeah, I guess kind of because, you know, it's scary and no one wants to be alone and something scary is happening. But it's more because no one would believe me. So that would drive me crazy, because if I had an experience like that, obviously I want to tell people, but I know it would never feel like people would really believe me unless someone was with me. And I'm just the kind of person that really likes to talk stuff out. So imagine if I got contacted by an alien and then I didn't have someone who was there to talk it out with. Oh my God, that would drive me crazy. I would be trying to contact that alien again just so we could talk out the experience we shared together. I guess I would do it alone if there was the guarantee that we would become friends that could talk about the experience after. But let's remember that that alien is just another soul that one day is going to die in his little alien planet and go back to source, exactly the same place that we will die and go back to. So really there's nothing to fear. It's all a part of the experience here, and to see it through this human perspective, that's why we're here. And yeah, it's not happened yet, but like I said, if it's gonna happen, guys, wait till I'm with a mate. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tag. I'd love to see more people doing this tag as well. Thanks to the people that started the tag, which was the Amethyst Ascension. So thank you, Amethyst Ascension. I just found your channel and subscribed. And again to the little cosmic crow, because it was her who I already follow and I watched and really enjoyed. So I would love to see more people get on this tag, and if you enjoyed this one, definitely leave a comment, a like, subscribe. Look forward to seeing everyone else's, and have a good night.